Women were trapped in violent relationships by factors that mirrored the characteristics of abuse: psychological terrorizing, fear and force, and threats of recrimination. Economic factors emerged as a key reason for not being able to get out of the abusive relationship. Most of the women in the study had little economic security and did not feel they would be able to provide for themselves and their families if they left the abusive home. Hidden homelessness, that is, the lack of a stable home or risk of potential homelessness should a woman leave an abusive partner, was another reason for staying. Disabled women and women living with HIV were particularly impacted by economic dependency. Some women who had escaped were subject to stalking, threats of being killed, and in one case, a woman was raped by her ex-partner in retaliation for leaving him. Recommendations: a combined approach to policy on domestic violence, policy on poverty reduction, and policy on gender equality is necessary to address women's economic dependency as a factor that traps women in violent relationships. Civil society organizations, education institutions, and churches all have a role to play in providing education programs which aim to challenge cultural or gender stereotypes that promote expectations from both men and women that the man, as the provider, is dominant and the female is subservient, in favor of gender roles that are more equal. There is a need for the police to work with other government and civil society organizations to develop strategies for keeping women safe after they have left a violent partner. Where violence has been long-standing, it may not come to an end because of a conviction or court order. In the small communities of the Caribbean, this therefore means that extra vigilance and support is needed.
This is an EU-funded project.